Hi guys, this is Quentin Henderson again. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Jurassic World Basher and Biter Spinosaurus, which is a figure I showed you in my old video. And apparently, I'm already excited to review this figure because, well, tomorrow Jurassic World is going to be coming up. Well, I did say I was going to view it in June 12th, but I found out there's going to be showings in Oklahoma. The fact, yep, they're going to be showing this in June 11th. And apparently, can't wait to get this review out the way. So for tomorrow, I won't be doing a figure review, but I will be doing an update video at that time after the movie. So anyways, let's just get on to the packaging first on the Spinosaurus. Just like the Allosaurus from the last review I reviewed from the Bashers and Biters, every Basher and Biter has to have the same thing, like the Jurassic World logo over there and the apparent red and blue scaling. Tyrannosaurus Rex at the corner of the side, and then we got the name of the dinosaur, which is Spinosaurus in this case, ages 4+, and the rundown of its action features and the Hasbro logo. As long as from side to side, we get the Jurassic World logo and the dinosaur's name. And then on the back side, well, with every Basher and Biter, there has to be a ferocious fight for survival on there, and just a different dinosaur name. And then we see the fantasy scene of the Spinosaurus in this case, which to me I think it looks better than the one I got now. And we also got the dinosaur's name at the corner right there, the Spinosaurus. And then we get the conjoined JW logo, Universal and Hasbro logos. Also the choking hazard. But for some reason, why would they even need a choking hazard thing on there even though it doesn't have any small accessories? But anyways, let's done with that packaging. Now let's get on to the review. Sometimes this guy doesn't really stand up at the best position. Well, I did get him to stand up like this. He stands up perfectly at that pose. But sometimes when he falls over, you get to stand him up at this weird toe tapping position. Like, yeah. See Jurassic Collectibles video and you see what I'm talking about, which you already know. But anyways, let's just get on to the figure review. Starting off with the head sculpt on this guy, it's pretty cool looking, but one thing that's really weird about this is see how the teeth are shaped? And the teeth are shaped, excuse me. Just looking at the comparison of the package, the teeth on here looks a little sharp than I expected, but then next thing you know, it looks a little weird on here. But what I really like about this head sculpt is it kind of looks much more like a crocodile, but I do like the JP3 dinosaur over there, which is like making this for a cameo. But anyways, yeah, this is pretty much a decent head sculpt. It has to be run down with different kinds of detail and stuff. Less detail is put on the arms, but I don't care because detail doesn't matter. And then we can see the biggest problem I had in this is that this big old gaping wound of dino damage. Usually I expect a scratch mark or a smaller open wound, but this is huge. Like really, why would they do this? They could have just at least made it a little smaller, like shrunk the size. And then we get the spine, which is to me looks a little better. I really like the way that it's shaped, but there's another paint job of this, like another insert. There should be another insert of brown on there, but yeah, it's Hasbro because they changed a lot of stuff. As we run down the legs there, we see some detail in the conjoined JW logo in the camouflage of the brown paint, and we can see the detail on the feet and the toe tapping feet too. Also, weird thing about this is that the tail here is not painted in, not much like this. Like there's a bit of orange paint on the tail, you know, continuing off of the spine, but that's the little weird thing about it. As I turn it over, now on the tail, you can see it's just the same thing, but this time we got the tagline over there, made in China, obviously. And then we get the more detail, and plus mine's got a little scuff mark on it, like you see that brown L-shaped mark on it. Kind of weird. And plus we also get some little mist sprats of paint on the other area. 3 visible screw holes, not much. And we see that the head sculpt on this side looks a little weirder though, but yeah, it's a pass. And the one thing I really like about this is the fact that the paint job looks much better than what I expected. But although it looks a little dull. So anyways, I can give that as an exception. It's very windy out here. The action feature of this is obvious. For every Basher and Biter, you turn the tail from left to right, the mouth opens up. Oh no. well, the head moves like a different action feature. But this one's a little different than the Allosaurus. The Allosaurus, when you pull the tail up and down, his mouth is open. But this one, in this case, is up and down. It's just the head tilting up, and side to side is the mouth moving. So it gives out that puppeteering effect. But I do like the Allosaurus is better. But actually, this is kind of more useful because my Allosaurus actually broke from the jaw. I don't know. But seriously, it's okay. But though, I find the Spinosaurus a bit better though. So yeah, that's the action feature, the only one. In scale comparison to my original Jurassic Park 3 React Attack Spinosaurus, sorry. Just to get a little fact, it's on the same length, I think, but the scaling on this Spinosaurus from Jurassic World is a bit smaller than the one from Jurassic Park 3. And I do prefer the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus better than this guy. Now my final thoughts of this figure. This figure gets a toe-tapping 6 out of 10. For one reason, the fact that, well, the paint job is a little dull, and the fact that the head sculpt's a little goofy, but although those are the only two flaws I can deal with in the, well, apparently this figure is pretty much a pretty good figure, and it's pretty decent too. So anyways, that's it for this review of the Jurassic World Bashing Biter Spinosaurus, and stay tuned for the update video for tomorrow, and be sure to stay tuned after this review for the review of the Jurassic World Pachycephalosaurus.